Raiding is something close to the hearts of so many MMORPG players, and is going to be a core component of your experience in Skyforge. After you unlock your god form, it's going to be the first high-end content available to you. So with a group of 10 friends, you're going to enter some of the most exciting and difficult areas in the Skyforge universe. A typical raid in Skyforge for a strong, experienced group is going to be about an hour in length, and that's a little bit longer than our 5-main content. Raiding is a familiar experience for many veteran players, but there are things about Skyforge that the systems just influence the way we as developers design this kind of content. These include our combat system, which is unique in terms of doing things like combos, dashing, and mouse-up targeting. We also have support classes that don't have healing mechanics, and that just makes healing an incredibly valuable commodity. Everybody is responsible for their own health pool. Third, character classes, you're not bound to that. You can switch your raid composition, your group composition up for every raid fight for what makes the most sense for you.
It's here that players must put their full skill set and varied builds into practice, for it is only through this kind of content that some of the best equipment can be obtained. The Mechanoid ship is one of the raids that will be open to players in OBT. There are locations where players can find wrecks of crashed Mechanoid ships, damaged remnants of the earlier invasions of Aelion. In the Mylene caves, there is a whole crashed ship that you can explore, but you'll need to be in a raid to do that. We wanted to create a sense of mystery and wonder for players exploring the interior of this once great Mechanoid ship, an alien beauty that we hope makes people want to stop and look around or take screenshots. The Mechanoid ship is divided into 4 wings. Players start in the Mechanoid wing, and after the first boss they have a choice. Go to the right and continue killing Mechanoids, or go to the left into the area overgrown with Phytonides. When this ship crashed, the wreckage was quickly overgrown with Phytonides. The Phytonides are an army made up of several kinds of dangerous sentient plants, such as giant mushrooms, raptor-like plants, or poisonous flowers that emit venomous spores. The most peculiar thing about the raid is that it's a mixture of 2 settings. This way, players won't get tired of the Mechanoid part. We try to make sure there is enough space, so it's not crowded, that nothing distracts players, which is why we highlight the route. We do our best to make the environment visually striking, but gameplay always comes first.
This discovery process leads us to defining the setting, the tone, what kind of enemies are going to be in this location, and what their roles are within that structure. This in turn helps to inspire and guide our art direction, our level design, and what kind of mechanics these creatures are actually going to have in this area. From there, we're really looking for the fun, iterating rapidly through potential mechanics and trying to find things that challenge the players in interesting ways and yet are still easy to understand.
There are 4 bosses in the raid. The first one is a giant droid. The second and third, depending on your choice, are either a giant cube that breaks into several parts like a transformer, or Dryad sisters. And the final boss is a giant mega mushroom.
So let's take a look at one of the bosses I developed. His name's Overdrive, and he is essentially a mechanical Rubik's Cube with lightning-based abilities. He has 2 core phases. One of these, he's essentially breaking apart into many small cubes. And the more of these cubes you can destroy in this phase, the better, because each one of those destroyed decreases his maximum health in the other phase. This sets up a situation in which you kind of have to look at your group composition and decide, am I going to build for survivability and get to later phases and he has lower maximum health, or am I going to build for DPS, which may well allow you to burn him down at an earlier phase. Of course, this is just one of his mechanics. You're also going to be fleeing from lightning storms that are threat locked to one of your raid members, and there are going to be active energy pylons turning on and off throughout the room.
We playtest our raids regularly, gathering feedback and making improvements after every test. We hope players will find them appropriately challenging, rewarding, and fun.
So that was just a quick run through of the kind of experience you should expect from Skyforge raiding content. Of course, farming 10-man raiding content is just one of the many high-end activities available to you in Skyforge. There will also be invasions and territory wars and a whole lot of other things that we'll unveil to you in later Dev Diary episodes. So thanks for watching and stay tuned.